Hey everybody, Pump Vincent here for Raw Vegan Community. In this community, it's vegan, like not plant-based, it's vegan, okay? So this video is about dogs. It's about dogs. I want to talk about dogs, owning a dog. It's really complicated if you're vegan. It's just so difficult. And I have a lot to say on this because I've had dogs all my life. I'm a dog whisperer, you can call it. I've studied dog psychology. I went to school for this. I read more than what was in the school. I've traveled in different countries where they raise dogs like very differently than most, like Native Americans. I've seen the. Oh, anyway, so I don't want to brag so much about how I know, but I feel like I know quite a bit. And also, I've been vegan for 10 years, and this opened up my heart so much towards animals to see how we are the same, humans and animals. We have so many needs that are not easy to see, to understand. So I understand that. So yeah, I want to move on. So I've seen a lot of vegans who are completely against having dogs, even for rescuing dogs. And that's really tough to swallow because it's bad to own a dog, period. It is, it's true. I give them that because it's a slave. Even if it's a good, happy relation, it's still a slave. This relationship is not healthy. The one we have with them, it's not healthy. All of their needs depend on us. Okay, you can argue with me all you want, but if you have them for you, then it's a resource, and they suffer because all of their needs depends on us. Like not only when they poop, but when they piss, when they eat, what they eat, where they go, when they walk, when they mate, like anything, and they have so many hidden needs. They're another species. They're not free. They're not independent. I've seen this. Dogs that were fully wild and they would come to humans, the natives in Canada. I've seen some. But they were doing okay, but all of them would die from starvation, and it was very nasty. It was really, really nasty. But anyway, there's maybe a better way to do this, but I've seen it where the dogs were fully independent and they would come to humans once in a while, mostly for leftovers, scraps. And, so feeding dogs is quite a big problem, because if it's not scraps, you have to have the animal industry involved in there. You have to give your money to the animal industry. Even though it's just scraps, we say that this food that they give in the dog food or cat food, they say it's just scraps. Well, it doesn't matter. It's still food. It's still money to the industry. So you still, you take part in this evil industry. So, and even if you feed them a vegan diet, that's my next topic. Like, geez, okay, yes, they can do well on a raw vegan diet or just a vegan diet. There's dog foods out there that are very, very, like very well made. Like they thought about everything. Okay, they're really, really smart. Raw vegan dogs, small dogs are good at this. Big dogs, good luck with that. Uh, if it's raw, it's one thing, but they can have the raw like keto, whatever, just raw meat with like whatever. But if it's not vegan, then you know what I have to say. So yeah, next thing I want to say, small dogs are easy to convert raw vegan, by the way. It's really not hard, even if they've been fed a meat diet all their life. I've seen it, and people have seen it. Big dogs, really hard. Really, really hard. It's either they were born with that and they've never had the taste of meat in their whole life. They'll see a deer, an animal, and they won't even feel like chasing it unless it runs away. But when you just see it, it's like, oh, an animal, But once they have that taste, whew, they change. I've seen it many times. It's nasty. They change. They just want to hunt. Like their nature finally woke. So yeah, these dogs, they've never had a piece of meat. They don't know what's missing, but they have an unmet need and they've just lived with it. That's my belief. And I've seen those dogs that get converted into raw vegan and they beg and beg, and people just think they're happy and they come like they wiggle the tail, once you start petting them, and they just don't get it that it's an unmet need. Well, guess what? When a dog comes to you all happy and joyful, it's not because he missed you. It's because he's anxious. He has an unmet need, and he's really trying to communicate something to you. Anyway, it's for another subject. I mean, another video. But anyway, so returning a dog raw vegan is really hard. If it's a small dog, it's easy. Big dogs are really hard. There's ways to do it. You got to have a lot of diversity. You need to give them all kinds of things all the time. You need to get fats, lots of nuts, coconuts, fruits, lots of peppers, like non-sweet fruits, peppers, even broccoli and stuff. Be careful they don't digest fiber. So if you did give them a high fiber diet, I mean, you know, you're gonna hurt them. So you might want to incorporate probiotics and prebiotics to break down the fiber. So yeah, lots of tricks, but really it is wrong to have a dog. Okay, like your neighbor sees you, it's like, oh, it's cool to have a dog. He's vegan, you know, and it's not just that. It's the relationship we have. It's just wrong. It's really, really wrong. So for me, I'm still connected to my heart so much that I can't not do anything. You know, PETA, the biggest vegan organization in the world, kills dogs by the millions. They have kill shelters all over the world. They are pro killing dogs. You know, food for thought. These guys are vegans and they're connected to the animals. You know, maybe you can call them psychopaths, but it's just, you can't feed them vegan dog food. I mean, like regular dog food. You can't do that. You know, you just can't. So what do? You know, euthanize them. It's just so sad. But anyway, that's my video for today. A bit depressive, but yeah, my views on dogs. Thank you. Hope you liked it. Bye bye.